We make this space sacred by our very presence, whether we're gathering in person or gathering online or doing it both ways. This is the place where we bring our doubts and our certainties, our fears, as well as our joys and our sorrows and our anger. It's the place where we come to renew our spirits in the embrace of this loving faith community and our life-affirming faith. As we always do, may we begin by honoring the land and the indigenous people who lived there long before colonizers came, the land on which our fellowship stands, and the people who lived there for many, 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 many centuries before colonization began, the Susquehannock people. I invite you now to join me in a moment of silence and reflection for the people of Ukraine and the people of Russia, particularly in this time that is meant to be a time of peace. This war that has continued for many months now is causing tremendous damage, loss, and pain, particularly to Ukraine, but also to the people of Russia. We send our prayers and our light and our healing energy to this part of the earth. Our spiritual theme for the month of December has been wonder. Today, in the season when millions and millions of people around the world are celebrating the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, we are going to celebrate together the birth of every single child who comes into this world. In keeping with the first principle of Unitarian Universalism, which is that we affirm the dignity and inherent worth of every child, of every individual, so we also affirm the unique gifts and blessings of every single child who is born. So we begin our service with these words from the Reverend Patrick O'Neill. This is called, "And How Are the Children?" Among the most accomplished and fabled tribes of Africa, no tribe was considered to have warriors more fearsome or more intelligent than the mighty Maasai. It is perhaps surprising then to learn the traditional greeting that passed between Maasai warriors. Aserian Ingera, one would always say to one another. It means, "And how are the children?" It is still the traditional greeting among the Maasai, acknowledging the high value that the Maasai always place on their children's well-being. Even warriors with no children of their own would always give the traditional answer, "All the children are well," meaning, of course, that safety and peace prevail, that the priorities of protecting the young, the powerless, are in place, that Maasai society has not forgotten its reason for being, its proper functions and responsibilities. All the children are well means that life is good. It means that the daily struggles for existence do not preclude proper caring for the young. I wonder, he says, how it might affect our consciousness of our own children's welfare if in our culture we took to greeting each other in the exact same way. And how are the children? I wonder if we heard that question and passed it along to one another a dozen times or more each day, if it would begin to make a difference in the reality of how children are thought of or cared about in our own country. I wonder if every adult among us, parent and non-parent alike, felt an equal weight for the daily care and protection of all the children in our community, in our town, in our state, in our country. I wonder if we could truly say, without any hesitation, the children are well. Yes, all the children are well. What would it be like if the minister began every worship service by answering the question, and how are the children? If every town leader had to answer the question at the beginning of every meeting, and how are the children? Are they well? Are they all well? Wouldn't it be interesting to hear those answers? What would it be like? I wonder. Maybe we could start doing that here. So let me light our chalice that signifies the beginning of our sacred time together. And let me share these chalice lighting words. Let's see, can we see yes, we can see the chalice. We light this chalice for our children and youth and for us, celebrating the flame of faith lit in each of us, honoring the light each of us bring into the world, rejoicing in the community we create together. Our opening hymn this morning is number 1061, For So the Children Come.